Oh, I'm Dave. I'm Asian and I play guitar.
Tom, I play bass really loud.
Hi, my name's Matt. I don't know what to do with my hands. I sing songs in the band.
That's good.
And by myself sometimes. But mostly in the band.
Yeah!
Yes. Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
Okay, if I were a wrestler, my name would be Taco the Destroyer. And my special move would be the Gut Bomb.
That's a good one. That's a good movie. Okay, I don't know if this is my answer, but for some reason the only thing that goes through my head is the revolting blob from Billy Madison. And didn't he sit on a guy's face and suffocate him or something?
I believe it.
His thighs? I don't know. I guess I don't know. I wouldn't be that, but it's funny.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not ready.
Unfortunately.
If I were a wrestler, my character name would be Fly Lee. And my...
Flyleaf?
Yes.
That's a band.
Okay.
Rowdy Piper the second.
Cop out.
Well, I need some kind of character that would be coming
Tom
from Rowdy
Sports.
Piper's
So you could be.
crown.
Your name will be Michael Haggis. That's who you are.
Michael Haggis. There you
Michael-
have it, folks.
Henry Haggis.
Michael the Goon Haggis.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
Goon. Duh, the
That's
Goon.
who you are.
All right, yeah.
Uh,
Haggis the Goon. Goon the Haggis.
man. I would want to be.
Don't fuck this up.
I want to be somebody
Because-
cool like
Don't say
The
the
Rock,
fuck word.
but I probably wouldn't be like The Rock. So I'd want to be like somebody that jumps off of stuff. Like I'd be like jumping off
Jeff
towers,
Hardy?
like doing like all kinds of moves like that.
You could be the...
I'd be like a high flyer, like Lucha
base
Libre.
base
kinda
jumping
dude.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
I definitely would want to be a lucha libre.
You should call yourself the Cyclops.
So, Cyclops. I'm not calling myself the Cyclops. I would go with Tom because he punched Joel in the head.
I did. On the head. So there's that. There's
But
that
see,
anger
here's the
somewhere.
thing with
there.
wrestling, though, it's all predetermined. I won't say it's fake, but it's all.
You were about to say fake.
So,
It's improvised.
so Tom would just like go around punching dudes in the head and get killed. Because
yeah.
other guys wouldn't be. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't be up for that. So you'd have to learn to dance with people to make it work.
My bet's on Joel because you would just troll people in the ring so hard that they wouldn't know what to do.
I would troll them into me winning the match.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm supposed to win. I'd be like, no.
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 That's what the gut bomb is, actually.
I feel like my money's on Chen.
Yeah, he's got the most.
It'd be like
Rey Mysterio
yeah, it'd be
over
like
here.
El Torito.
El
conditioning.
Torito.
He'll
El
just
Torito.
tire him out.
I say that.
I think one of the reasons why we came up with it was because
We're fat.
it's one of those things that we kind of started like getting into together. Like we'd sit down and eat pizza and hang out and watch wrestling videos
That's the
hours
most
on
popular
end,
thing ever.
and it just kind of all fell into place when they suggested it. And
Also part of the it's sort of a double meaning, triple meaning thing because heavyweight champs is a wrestling, title, and it's also the album title with the title, right? You get that thing going on. But we're also much larger, save Chen, than a lot of pop punk bands. It's usually pretty boys, and we're
The opposite.
yeah,
I'm fat.
we're ugly men instead of pretty boys. So
I mean, I think that's really.
We're very well rounded.
Breezes thinks he's pretty.
But I think
cool.
Well rounded people.
like unlike some other bands, at least there's not like one ugly chud in the band. Like it's like 4 pretty boys and then like 1 ugly dude.
Yeah.
Like, so at least it's
one pretty boy.
It's
4
even like
ugly
across the board. Or that's pretty even across the board. It's not like,
dudes. What's your fortune say, Chen?
Your luck has been completely changed today.
Ooh. What was it before?
how fortuitous.
How was your luck earlier today? Because now it's been changed.
Lots of pop punkness.
Really?
They can expect to bleed from the ears and just have, ruptured, brain stuff and probably rapid bowel movements,
That's a nice.
severe incontinence will ensue.
I will say this, on a slightly more serious note, is that like we say that we're a pop punk band, and it's a pop punk record, but there's actually a lot of crossover.
It's very unique.
True.
There's a lot of diversity. with
There's
the
a lot of
songs.
different things and a lot of different influences that it doesn't sound like just a straight pop punk record.
Most of
Double
our
pedal.
Most of our
Jesus
influence
metal.
is from Pantera, so like there's
Yeah.
a lot of that through the album.
I know.
No.
I know with each of us, we all kind of bring a little bit of a different musical taste to the group, and I think each of us kind of has a place maybe where we make home base, but I think in Don't Look Down, and we kind of put that through this pop punk filter, if you will. But if you kind of separated, if you were to take a look at like the ingredients or the DNA of the band, you would find these strains of like hardcore or metal. You'd find these strains of kind of some ska, more mid '90s like pop punk. Maybe you find some stuff alternative, or even some
funky
indie
stuff
kind of
in there.
stuff.
Kanye
Yeah,
West.
yeah, definitely lots of Kanye West. That's
It's a good amount of hip hop influence.
So it all kind of comes through that filter, but it's there's pretty varied stuff on there.
Yeah.
I know for myself, I try and sneak a lot of things in that I like at rehearsals, and sometimes I'm a little too courageous with it, and then they say, no, we're not doing that. So I have to be a little more subtle with it, but that's sort of how Breezy was saying, that pop punk filter. It all sort of stays close to home base there.
Did you just steal those glasses from the American Hustle set?
No, I actually found them in the
American
Shenandoah River.
Today.
Oh, and you put them on your face?
I found these like last summer in the river. We went tubing.
Do for Dale.
Super important one. It kind of hits.
I mean, that's the one that's the most obvious, but I think a lot of them are really personal. I mean, like, they, we only have our own experiences to draw on for when Breezy sits down to write lyrics, or when any of us sit down to help write lyrics. Like, in one of our oldest songs, we talk about the front porch that's right there, sitting out on that front porch while the sun is going down, much like it is right now. And yeah, we could have done this interview on the front porch, but it's cold.
It's not cold.
Well, it's kind of, for me, it's kind of hard to choose. Like Tom said, they're all kind of personal experiences. I was talking to a couple people today about how when I listen to the record, I just hear the last 2 years of being in this band and the things that we've learned and gone through and struggles. It's it's almost like I think it's healthier and it's more cathartic, but it's almost like reliving parts of those last 2 years.
The reason we do say "Do for Dale" like kind of right off the bat is that reflects on a particularly difficult part of something that we all had to live through. A really, really good friend of ours passing, and that was just a really hard time and a really emotional time that we really just kind of set the music, and that's why that tune in particular resonates with us. But they're all personal, and they all just draw from us.
But it happened at a time. It wasn't just our friend Ira. It was Joel's grandma had recently passed.
There's a lot of
And,
things going on at that time.
But I still think one of the biggest takeaways in that song is like that idea, like if you remember somebody or if you remember the things that they taught you, they're never really gone. You keep their memory alive as long as
Not
you-
really gone if we find a way to remember her. It's from the Search for Spock.
Thanks.
Yes. There is a cover of Walk by Pantera hidden on the album.
You gotta search for it.
You gotta find it.
Also, 40 minutes after the 12th song ends, you're going to hear a cover of all of these.
There is, I think people are going to be surprised by actually how good it is. I really do.
I know I was.
Because I think a lot of times when people come out with records, like, people kind of want to poo-poo them and say, like, oh, well, you put out a record, but it's not on the label, it's not this, or it's not that. And I think that we put a lot of time into writing the record, recording the record, and I think, Tom shouldered a really heavy load to get the record done and to do it really, really well and at a really high level of confidence. So I think people are really going to be surprised by how good it sounds.
If you've missed anything, but like if you've just missed our last very few shows, we have some really pretty new tunes. So if you saw us once a while ago and you haven't really heard from us since, there's definitely some new tunes on there, and we want everything to be new for some people, hopefully.
I think there's something for
Well,
everyone on the record.
we're talking about influences and things like that, and sneaking things in. There's a song that's got sort of like a faux ska breakdown with some rim clicks, and we're playing that at a ska show tonight. And there are definitely some parts that are, pseudo hardcore breakdowns or two steps and things like that. But everything's pretty much within the realm of.
It all sounds like Don't Look Out.
Yeah, like there's nothing. There aren't really any curveballs.
Nothing sounds out of place.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to the record, it's like, oh yeah, okay. That would happen. I can see how
Especially
that could happen.
for the people that are going to listen to it that know us personally, they're going to be like, oh yeah, that makes sense because I know Nate is really into ska, or I know Chen is really into metal, or all these things. Like it really does make sense, and I'm glad that this is a band of people with different influences, because I've been in bands before where it's 4 or 5 guys that all listen to the exact same bands, and it just sounds kind of boring.
So Dream Theater and Pantera.
It all sounds like pizza.
Yeah, all sounds like pizza.
Way to take everything cool I just said and undermine it, Tom.
Well, okay.
Always undermining me.
It's sad.
It's pretty dry.
Bands,
It's pretty
It's
dry.
sad.
bands are dying left and right. They're dropping like flies.
I think one of the things with the scene in general is like, I think people don't really realize how hard it is to be in a band. Like, we're going into our 3rd year of being in a band, and this is our first release. Like, this is our debut. Our debut full-length album is our first thing that we really put out there and that we're really going to try and push. And I'm thankful that we've had the last couple years to kind of grow and learn and do it on our own terms. But I think a lot of people, just rush into it and aren't prepared and don't have a plan, or talent, you need some talent. You don't need, I don't know how much you need, what is the perfect balance, but you need talent, luck, hard work, all that stuff. And determination.
Talent runs out eventually.
So, yeah.
Eventually,
Well,
anyone with talent, yeah, it's only going to get you so far,
Yeah,
and you have to work really hard. And if you want to know what it's like to be in a band and how hard it can be, imagine the worst boyfriend or girlfriend you've ever had, and they're really difficult to communicate with, and just always driving you nuts. So now imagine, instead of a pretty girl or a pretty guy, it's 4 stinky dudes that all kind of love and hate each other at the same time. That's kind of what it's like being in a band. It's like dating 4 people that you can't even have sex with or go to the movies with and hold hands, and you know what I mean?
And you have to learn how to make compromises with not only one person, you have to make compromises with 4 people, and you have to see 4 other different points of views, and you have to
democracy is hard.
And that's
Socialism.
And you know what? Like our practices and the way that we do business, and the way we do Don't Look Down, can be frustrating and time-consuming at some points. But we are a democracy, and we listen to each other. And I think that's something that is lost on a lot of people. Like, it's not just rock stars show up to the show, get wasted, play, and go home and have sex with groupies. Like, I don't think that's
Literally never had sex.
Literally.
Zero group
So,
sex, I've never had that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what it comes down to,
What was the question?
if you're gonna be in a band, you gotta be about the band, and most importantly, about the music. That's what keeps a lot of us going.
I think a lot of bands, especially from this area, kind of.
My babes.
I feel like they kind of fall out because I don't think they have the hard work and determination, the drive. I know, especially in Winchester, the music scene's really sad. But it's difficult. It's not easy.
We'll be wherever you are. Wherever you are, wherever you I am who I am because of who you are. You taught me how to stay strong. I am who I am because of who you are. You taught me how to stay strong. I never said enough. I never said enough. I never said enough. If I love you, I never said enough. I never said enough. I never said enough. If I love you.
I think of the bands that we played with in like maybe the recent couple of months, I think the one band that I'd be interested to tour with was Postseason. Postseason was a really cool band. They're from Pennsylvania.
I
If you
think
haven't checked them out, you should. 'Cause
I
they're
went to the
awesome.
band that for our senior release show, Working Weekends.
Oh, yeah.
They're a super like, I won't say young band because like their members are our age, but like it's a new development. But I'm super into that band.
Yeah, they're really awesome. You should check them
Working
out.
Weekends.
I even think, was it Breakthrough that we played with
Yeah.
a couple months ago? I mean, as young as they are, I think they have some good potential. You guys put them out on the road with us.
I know this is not local, but I would love to play with Pentimento someday.
Preach.
All my bad intentions, I thought that I'd be so much closer to where I saw myself at this stage. These are the same mistakes that young men make on their way to an early grave.
What is his name?
Oh, so our full length is out and looks really cool, and so there you go. There you go. Got some more here. And you want one? Oh, hey, Merry Christmas, kiddies! Here you go. Here's Steph. Here's one for you.
All right. So the story behind this record is back in the summer of 2013, about like June, we started a Kickstarter, and thank you to everyone who did our Kickstarter. We smashed through our goal, and we were able to make this. It's behind schedule, but here it is, and we're really, really stinking proud of it. So thank you to all of our Kickstarter helpers.
All jokes and burps and farts and stinkiness aside, we love you all so much. And this couldn't have happened without every one of you. And there's a special section in the thank yous for everyone that gave us money and support and love. And this isn't for us, it's for you.
Yeah,
So we
we're
hope you
super
enjoy it.
pumped to get these in the mail and get them into your hands, and to get them into the hands of people who didn't support our Kickstarter, but who will be interested in our music because you guys were able to help. So thank you.
Friday, March 21st, CD release show at Sweet Caroline's in Winchester. We're playing with some of the bands we just mentioned. Working Weekends from Winchester.
Our
Lives to Come
Our
from
really
Maryland.
good friends, Lives to Come. We played at their CD release show up in Maryland. They're going to come down and help us out and get weird.
And Plainview, who
And
is Shenandoah
Plainview.
University, so they're really good friends of ours as well.
Indeed. So check that out. It's only $5. It's going to be an awesome show.
Wait, more?
More.
Like a god, any god.
Is this done yet?
Yeah.
Oh my god.